Welcome and welcome back to Daily Glow. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for giving me a chance. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much for all of your likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you. I love you guys. Today we have another future spouse reading. I'm super excited about this one. We're going to see what energies can we pick up on about your future wedding day, with your future spouse. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from today, and the timestamps, as always, are in the description box, so you can always jump straight ahead to your reading if something's already resonating with you. But if you like, I'm going to kind of introduce the piles now, okay? So these cards are significator cards, are from the Botanical Inspirations deck and book set by Lynn Araujo. I hope I said that correctly. And you'll always find all of the tarot decks and all of the oracle decks that I use are in the description box also, so you can always see what cards I'm using. Okay. And pile 1, you have the violet, which in this deck she associates with faithfulness and modesty. I also associate with shyness. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. Okay, and your crystal, pile 1, is this beautiful Sardonyx. Look at those striations. I just got this crystal. I have shared before, I am a sucker for crystals. They always get me with their crystal booths. So I went to one of the local Ren fairs and I picked up some new heart crystals. All of these are new from last weekend. I just love that. Okay, so Sardonyx is super grounding. It's extremely helpful for strong emotions. So it's very, very grounding when you're feeling strong emotions, but it's also linked to lasting happiness and stability in marriage and partnerships. It is said to give strength and determination to achieve goals in general, encourages forming healthy life habits and sound decision making. Love that. Okay. Pile 2, your card is Snapdragon. Snapdragon is associated with, for me, Snapdragon is associated with speaking your truth and learning to speak your truth in a way that will be received well. And so truthful and tactful at the same time, good communication. In this deck, it is associated with graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Okay. And pile 2, your crystal is the beautiful and magical Labradorite. Look at the blue flash in this Labradorite. That's incredible. It's no wonder this crystal is associated with magic, manifestation, and transformation. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Let me see what else is Labradorite associated with. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I feel like there was something else. Oh, mental clarity. Yeah, mental clarity. And deepening your wisdom of intuition. It builds faith in the universe's plan for you and is nicknamed the magician's fuel. It is said to awaken your true potential. Some people believe that it enhances psychic ability. Awesome. All right. Pile 3, your significator card is Daffodil, which is associated with rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. And your crystal is the beautiful pyrite, which is reflecting my room and me. Hi. That's so funny. Yep, there's my tarot shelf. Interesting. Pyrite is a really, really cool stone, actually. It is associated with wealth and abundance. It's also associated with protection and grounding. And I think strength, give me a second. Increased vitality. Yeah. Increased vitality and physical energy. It's said to enhance intelligence, logic, and creativity. It is considered to be protective and shield against negative energies. And of course, is associated with attracting wealth, abundance, and good luck. It's said to bring success, enthusiasm, happiness, and power. Love pyrite. When I first started, collecting crystals, let's see, my first crystal was carnelian, and then labradorite, and then ocean jasper, and then pyrite. So pyrite was really one of the first. So very special to me. And amazonite. Yeah, that's what it was. I have my tea. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, guys, I have one more thing that I'm super excited about. For anybody who hasn't skipped ahead to their pile already, there's probably like two of you. I got my new deck. I had this on pre-order for like, I think a year. This is from the same artist who did one of my favorite Oracle decks. So this Woodland Wardens deck, if you've been watching my channel, you know I turn to this Oracle deck all the time. I love Woodland Wardens. So I was so excited when I heard that she was doing a tarot deck, even though God knows I don't need another tarot deck, but I needed this one. So we're going to be debuting this deck today for the first time. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, you guys, this will be our tarot deck for today. Okay, and we're also going to be using the spellcasting oracle cards. We have Secret Garden oracle cards, Sea Melodies, Fairy Tale Lenormand, and I don't know if we're going to get into the Citadel Fantasy Oracle or not. I have it here just in case. And I might get into the Kate Forsyth Fairy Tale Oracle deck because we're kind of doing a fairy tale theme here, but we'll see. We'll see what feels right. And I almost always dig into my tea leaf fortune telling cards. I love these. And my own deck that I created, the Divine Guidance Oracle. And one of the other decks that I created, we're going to be tapping into the Oracle of Time to see if we can get some timing cards. All right. So I will meet you at your pile. Now, I do not edit out the in-between parts of my readings. I don't like editing, so I don't do it. So I'm just getting ready for pile one. Happy October, everybody. This is a timeless reading, but today is October 1st when I'm filming this. Okay. I usually record my readings a couple days ahead of time. A few days ahead of time. All right. I'm excited to see what comes out here today. We've got to do our thing. All right. Welcome, pile one. If you chose the violet significator card and the Sardonyx heart, Then this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here with me today and co-creating this reading with me. Let's get into it. Today we are debuting a new deck that I've had on pre-order for quite a while. Very excited about this. However, I do want to remind everyone that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. Please remember that you are in charge of creating your own reality, creating your own life. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a great way to hone your intuition in a playful way. This should be fun. These readings are intended to be fun. That's why we say they're for entertainment, because they're intended to be fun. These readings are in no way intended to replace any professional advice. If anything, if I can pick up on your energy today, you should get a kick out of it because it should resonate with something that you already know. And you're like, wow, that's so wild. Like, how did she know that? Okay. But it should be fun. You should not make decisions based on YouTube readings. And you should try whenever possible to make decisions, especially in your relationships, based on honest in-person communication whenever possible and connected with your own wisdom, intuition, common sense, and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, pile one. Okay. Interesting. Your wedding day. I suddenly feel a very somber, serious energy. It's not bad. It's not, yes, you're very serious. I think this is an intense connection. You two are extremely committed to each other, and you are excited to solidify your commitment on this day, but it's a very serious energy. This isn't a party to you, I can tell you that much. You might have a party, but it's not a party to you. It's a commitment. All right, let's see what we get. Tell me about pile one's wedding day. Thank you. Well, that's a progression of energy. Now, on one hand, we can say that 7, 8, 9, 10 of cups is because I have just started shuffling the cards and perhaps they're not all shuffled together yet. Yes, that is true. However, these still were intended to all come out like this. Because if they weren't intended to come out like this, they would have come out one at a time, whatever cards were needed. So these are indeed the cards that were intended to come out. Now, these cards can mean different things, but I am reading them according to what my spirit guides are giving me. And so I am getting some specific messages here. You feel a sense of alignment and fatedness with this connection because you have been following signs and synchronicities that have made you feel that you are connecting with your destiny. And it doesn't feel like a burden. In fact, it feels like a clarity that allows you to release the distractions and whatever illusions or fogginess there was in your mind. You have clarity with this relationship. You've left other things behind, maybe other people behind, and you have felt a deep sense of soul satisfaction and true fulfillment with your choice. And this is a wish come true. This has been a wish come true. This has been a dream come true. And this is your dream wedding. So for you, your whole family will be there, except for some of you have released toxic family members. So in that case, obviously not those family members, but everyone who you consider your family, they will all be at your wedding. So you are going to have a big wedding. But the party is not the central focus. It feels very spiritual for you. Like it's very serious for you. It's very deep. You feel like you are making vows before God or the gods, however you look at that, and declaring in front of your friends and family your intention to commit to this person. Yes, so it is very solemn. That's not the right word. It's not solemn. It's very serious. That's all. It's just very serious for you. You take it very seriously. You're a person of your word. Your word is your law. That's what I heard. Hmm. Yes, so you take it very seriously. Yes, but it is going to be a lovely celebration. Hmm. I feel like you don't care about the party as much, though. Like you're going to have a lovely party, but the party is really more so for your friends and family. I don't feel like you really care about the party that much. You just want all of your friends and family there, and then if they're there, of course, you have to feed them. And of course, you'll want to have it be lovely. Hmm, that's funny. I feel like your dream wedding is the one where at the end of the night, you are the spouse of your future spouse. Like that's your dream wedding. Your dream wedding is the one where you get married to your future spouse, and the rest is just details. That's how you feel about it. But it is important that your loved ones be there. You've been manifesting this. Yes. You've been manifesting this. This feels like a wish fulfillment, a dream come true. But another reason that you may not care too much for you, it's not that you don't like the party or you don't want the party. It's more like you're kind of neutral about it or indifferent to it. And this is because you are a DIYer and you're probably planning the party by yourself. You might be doing a lot of the decorations yourself. I think you are the party planner. And so you're probably kind of over it by the time you get to your wedding day. That's funny. But still, it is a dream come true. It's exactly what you wanted. And I believe even the party itself, even the reception, the ceremony reception and everything is exactly how you want it to be, down to every detail. Every detail is fulfilled, and I don't see anything really going wrong. But by the time it's over, you're more than happy to move on with the rest of your life. For many of you, this is a second marriage. Yes. Okay. So for many of you, this may be a second marriage. Or if not, if that doesn't relate to you, you and your future spouse could be air signs. So that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could be. It could be a second marriage for one or both of you are just very practical, probably more intellectual people. You're not considered super romantic, or you might have a secret romantic side, but the way that you show up in the world is more practical and logical, and that's just how you both are. And that's definitely what I was picking up on. Hmm. Okay, we had some fall on the floor. If you've been watching my channel, you know that means extra energy. Let's see what we have. They fall on the floor, we cleanse them with selenite. Yes, this is something, okay, this marriage is not something spontaneous. This is not getting married on a whim. A lot of thought went into this. A great deal of thought went into this, and both of you know exactly what you want, and it's each other. You have incredible clarity. You've cut out everything else, that you needed to cut out to make this happen. For many of you, you may have had a break or separation between the two of you, or there was a period of healing that was needed. This is not something that was rushed into, not by any stretch of the imagination. For some of you, this was a long distance connection. Somebody had to move or something else had to end before this could happen. You have a great deal of passion between the two of you. You have a strong chemistry, a strong romance and passionate romantic life. Behind the scenes, you are very tender and romantic with each other. You deeply love each other. It's true love. Yes, very, very romantic. And this night is going to be very, very romantic. It's going to be a very, mm, yeah. Um, it's going to probably be very elegant and very sentimental, your wedding, and very beautiful, with lots of flowers. Or possibly like a woodland type of a theme. However, you two are not ones to wear your heart on your sleeve in public, so you probably keep your private life private, and you both are probably very reserved, even to the point of acting professional in your like your public life, but you will have some romantic tender moments during this day. You will. However, I believe probably one of you, the one who might be more feminine coded or something like that, you are probably more romantic, and the one of you who is probably more masculine is more grounded and reserved to some degree, but very protective and chivalrous and doting. It's very sweet. Hmm. Okay, so this is kind of the overall theme and vibe. Let's see some other specifics. Let's see what specifics we can get into. Hmm. Tell me about pile two's future wedding day. Pile two? Why did I say pile two? Interesting. So I kind of hate when I do that and get the number wrong, but this is pile one. So you may have messages in pile two. That's interesting. All right, well, let's see. Pile one, pile one's future wedding day. Tell me about pile one's future wedding day. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. They're telling me to get some of these timing cards first. This is a deck I made. Hmm. Some of you may have been expecting a proposal or something recently, and you may be sort of like annoyed or disappointed perhaps that something didn't happen yet. So they're letting you know, not yet. It's possible that you will get married in September. This is a timeless reading, so I don't know what year that would be, okay? Some of you may get married in early September because September, the first day of fall, is usually about September 21st or September 22nd. So if it's September when it's still summer, that would be September 1st through September 21st. So sometime in the first 20 days of September, perhaps, that could be your that could be when you have your wedding. It's not for everyone. That also could be when you get a proposal, so I don't know. Some of you may marry in December. Or again, some of you may get a proposal in December. Some of you may get a proposal in a matter of days. However, for some of you, you will have a very large wedding celebration that will span a few days or several days. I know in some cultures that is typical. So your wedding may span days. Okay, that's it for timing cards. Yeah, this relationship was born out of some grief or transformation. So actually, one of you could be a widow or widower. One or both of you could be a divorcee or have a broken engagement. So it's highly likely that this is not your first engagement or wedding for one or both of you. We got this manifestation card before, or we got in a different deck. So this is definitely a wish fulfillment, a wish come true. For those who it's not your second or for those of you who have not previously been married, let's put it that way. For those of you who have not previously been married, you've just had a lot of difficult things happen in your life. You've had a rough life in some ways. You may have had a lot of sadness. For some of you, you may have had a girlfriend or boyfriend or child who passed, or a parent. I'm so sorry. For some of you, you may have had a difficult time imagining that you would that you would want to commit again. You may have experienced either romance, marriage, or even just love from a parent, perhaps, as a cage. Someone may have had a parent with Leo placements, or perhaps an ex-spouse with Leo placements. I'm just getting that. Now, I don't have anything against Leos. Leos can be wonderful. However, in some unfortunate cases, Leos can sometimes be tyrannical. Every single sign has a dark side when they don't live in the divine potential of their sign. So there's no bad signs. And Leo is such a beautiful sign that carries the light of the sun. But as we know, many, many people do not live up to the divine potential of their sign. Interesting. I was just channeled somebody. Yeah. Someone has experienced marriage if it's not marriage in the past, it's love. Someone has experienced love as bonds, as bondage, as a loss of self. And this this connection, this relationship has transformed you because it actually inspires you to be yourself. It allows you to heal and let go of the past and gives you the freedom to be yourself and to be loved for yourself. And this is exactly what you've manifested. This is exactly what you've wished for, what you longed for and believed could be true. And now it is. You've created this magical, wholesome, and healing relationship in your life. And I believe to some degree and in some way, this is for both of you. This is true for both of you. So both of you have found freedom and healing and evolution and inspiration in this connection. So in your wedding day, you carry this forward. Now, it may rain the morning of your wedding day, and then the clouds and rain may clear. Some of you may wake early in the morning with your future spouse because you are a very modern couple. You probably don't feel like you need to spend the night apart from each other the night before. You're very pragmatic, is what I'm picking up on. And so you actually wake up at sunrise together, and you probably have coffee or green tea or whatever it is you drink in the morning together, and you may watch the sunrise together. And you may not be at home. You may be in a place where you're going to have your wedding. So you may have a little bit of a destination wedding, but you're not necessarily far from home, but you're probably staying at a hotel, or I heard a lodge, okay? And then you separate to go get ready and to get dressed and everything. Yeah, that may not resonate with everybody, but I feel like you two wake up together and see each other the morning of your wedding day, and then you go your separate ways to get ready. Okay, and so for some of you, it's October. We got September, we got October. So some of you may get married in October. Oh, that fell all the way under the desk. When they do that, they're really trying to get my attention. So let's see what this is. Okay, well, that's very funny. Okay, and August. So, all right, more possible dates. All right, you may get married in August, September, or October, or we also had December. So it's either late summer or fall is what I'm getting. Yeah, some of you are getting married near the ocean, but it's not a tropical beach. That's not what I'm getting. Yes, by the ocean. Some of you are worried about the cost of the wedding, and it's not, I don't know, it's more so that you tend to be very, again, very practical. You probably don't like spending so much money on a party. Yeah, I think that you're doing this yourself. Again, I said you're planning everything yourself. You're doing it all yourself because you want to save money. I don't think that money is a problem. I think that you just like to be frugal. July, really? Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know what happens in what month. Some of you may get engaged in one of these months, July, August, September, October, or December. Some of you may get engaged in one of these months and married in one of these other months. Also, for someone, these could be birthday months for you or your future spouse. I think the reason some of you may feel uncomfortable spending so much money on a party when we're in very unsettled times, and where you live, it may be particularly unsettled times depending on where in the world you are. And so that's why you're trying to be very frugal with the planning of your wedding day, but it's still going to be a very beautiful day. It really is going to be perfect. It's very romantic. There may be roses. Roses may be special to you. Mm. Now, this card says something else, but that's not what I'm getting for this. So it's not sorrow. It's not sadness. It's actually that this is such a beautifully moving day that people will cry. That's what I see. People in your family will cry. You may shed tears of happiness and joy just over how special and meaningful and heartfelt this day is. Yes, flowers. You will have beautiful flowers at your wedding. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. And you will have harp music that was on the bottom of the deck and popped out. You're going to be so happy. Oh my gosh, you're going to have an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful wedding. It's a very elegant wedding. It's very um, it's very like emotional, like I don't know how to describe it. Not it's like you guys are both very reserved and like not very reserved. That's not true either. How to describe this? You are somewhat reserved. You're probably slightly more private and reserved people. You're not like really loud, extroverted people. You might be a little bit extroverted, but you don't do like big PDAs. So it's very like sweet, romantic, sentimental. But there is a lot of passion between the two of you. So there's some very romantic moments. And you feel like you deserve this because of you've been a very good person. Like that's such a funny thing to say. Like you've been such a sincere person. Like you have sincerely tried hard to be good to people in your life, and you've had some really sad and tragic and unlucky things happen, especially with previous relationships and perhaps loved ones that you may have lost, who you may have lost, okay? You are going to look absolutely gorgeous and very elegant. I think that I actually feel like you get a deal on an incredible, beautiful designer dress, or it's possible that that the designer like designs a dress just for you. Like maybe you have a friend who's an up and coming designer and they make you a dress, like someone makes you a dress, but it's like very fashionable. And if it's not that, if some designer doesn't make you a dress, like okay, I also see that somebody could find like you might be into like niche indie fashion and you may have your eye on some up and coming designers who are like almost undiscovered. And so you may make a connection there with somebody and pay someone to design a dress for you. And so you kind of get a deal on it. Like it's not, it's not like these $20,000 dresses, but nonetheless, you have this gorgeous, unique, high quality, beautiful dress. Now, if you're a man, then, or if you like to dress masculine, same thing. I don't know what you're going to wear, but it's just, you two just look so elegant and classy and fashionable. It may rain in the morning, but the sun will come out and there's just going to be so much happiness. Hmm. Yeah, there may be a little bit of family drama, and I don't want to dwell on that too much. I think there's some family drama, a little bit. Somebody may kind of throw a little temper tantrum and refuse to be at the wedding, or they may stomp off and walk out of the wedding or something. And I think it's best to not give too much attention to people like that. Just don't pay it any mind if you can help it. And it won't be that important, really, in the scheme of things, because you two are very happy. I think that you two will sort of, um, I don't want to say sneak away, but I think you two will sort of have a moment between just the two of you, a little private moment after you say your vows and have your ceremony to have like yeah, to have a private moment between just the two of you. Some passionate kisses maybe and some sweet words. You two are very private. Yeah, you don't like to have moments like that in front of everybody, I think. Hmm. I don't know. I wonder if there's a reason why this seems risky. Some of you may feel like, um, okay, for some of you, the masculine may be older. Okay, this could be an age gap for some of you, or perhaps both of you are older. You could both be older. I really am getting second marriage vibes with this. And for the same reason, because you may have been burned by love in the past, or you may have been hurt by love in the past, it may feel risky to kind of put yourself out there and chance it again, but you are feeling brave. Yes, there will be drinking and merriment and fun, probably for most of you. I mean, some of you may have an alcohol-free wedding. I do see that, but not for most of you. I don't think things are going to get really rowdy. I think you have a pretty elegant wedding. Okay, and November. That's so funny. We have July, August, September, October, November, December. Interesting. Well, no spring weddings here. Some of you may have been sick during some of the lead up to this wedding, and actually some of you may be very shy. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate, but some of you may have been very shy and nervous and anxious just about the party itself and the planning of it, and actually maybe about some of the family drama. It'll be a breath of fresh air to experience this day and then to be able to move on from it. Also, there's a warning. Don't eat any food that's been left out all day, okay? Because you could get sick. You could get food poisoning on your wedding day, but that's not going to happen because you're not going to do that, right? Okay? We're going to practice food safety. Everybody's going to think that you look absolutely beautiful and that you two look absolutely beautiful together because you just look so beautiful and elegant. Mm, I love it. Also, your future spouse will tell you how beautiful and lovely and elegant and or dapper you look, and they'll be so proud of you. For some of you, your future spouse could be a blonde man, or he could be graying, or he could have gray or white hair, or he could be older, and or mhm. Some of you could have a leadership position of some kind. Look, it's like he's king, maybe. Yeah, there may be some accusations or there's some drama of some kind and something about a new job. Somebody may have to leave a job because of some accusations. I don't know. I It's easier for me to say than for you to do, but I would try to just not worry about all that as much as possible. I think some people will be jealous. You will successfully overcome any problems that you have. Okay. I think we're done with these cards. Interesting. Radiant. You are going to be radiant. And once you experience this wedding day, all of the stress leading up to the wedding day will melt. It will dissolve. You will have so much fun after you get married. I think you will have nerves probably up to the vows, And then as soon as you two say your vows, you're just going to melt and you're going to be so happy because you finally did it. And your amazing, beautiful love is finally your spouse, and you're just so happy. And then you're just glowing and radiant, and you hold your head high, and the sun comes out, and it's just a beautiful, sunshiny day after that. Oh my goodness. In this love, you have bloomed. You have absolutely bloomed. You are so radiant and glowing and beautiful from being loved in this beautiful space that you two have created together. And yes, retreat. Yes, you two will definitely retreat and have a little bit of time together between just the two of you, a very private moment after you say your vows. And that will completely reset your energy. Nerves will be completely gone. Any family drama that happens after that point will not bother you, will not phase you at all whatsoever in the slightest. I actually see some of you will walk down the aisle and it will be possibly like in a garden or a courtyard or something. So there may be an archway, with some flowers or something. That's not for everybody, but I see something like that. Yes, there also could be an actual literal bridge, where you marry, maybe outside in like a courtyard area. Okay, I see that. Right, this is our good old Woodland Warden's Oracle deck. Happiness. You'll just be so purely happy together. This is just the thing that's really different about this wedding is that you two are so authentic and grounded. You're really not superficial people. And so every aspect of your wedding day stems from being heartfelt. It radiates out from the heart space. Every detail is authentically felt as an expression of your true love for your future spouse and vice versa. I think there's something a little bit simple. It's very simple. It's a little bit simple. It's not very simple. It's a little bit simple and very down to earth. Your wedding style. It's not gaudy, it's not fussy, it's not kitschy. That's why I think it's understated elegance. Understated. Thank you. Patience, leadership. Some of you may have waited for a while for this wedding day. So some of you may have had an extended engagement, or we did see some of you may have had a break or separation and a period of healing, either at the beginning of your connection or before you two came together in a relationship. This person or you, one of you, is in a position of leadership, and that is part of what attracts some drama. Hmm. And it may be part of what creates a requirement for patience. But also, both of you are sort of like the king and queen in your social circle, or you will be. And both of you are sort of looked up to, and you're like natural leaders, and people look up to you. You could be role models. I feel that you are in some way. I feel that you either do or will do some sort of important work in the community. You may start an organization or build a business. It's something like that. or both? Hmm. Interesting. Determination. That sort of echoes patience. You two were determined to be with each other. Once once you had clarity about being together with each other, nothing could dissuade you. And you didn't, you were neither manipulative nor controlling. You were simply decided. You just decided. And then you were patient. You were very grounded and you were also not afraid to dive into the depths with this person and vice versa. Both of you put a lot of time and thought into this. I think there's some reason. It could be because there's an age gap. It could be because one of you is in a position of more authority. Could be both of those things. I don't know. There was some reason. Ooh. It could be because one of you was in a different connection when you met. Guys, if it's not your story, then don't take it, okay? But these are just things that are coming to me. But whatever it was, a lot of thought, a lot of thought went into this and a lot of consideration, and there's a lot of clarity, and you did choose wisely, and you're very happy with this decision. Very happy. And I feel that whatever you decided, you went about it the right way. You went about it in a way that you can feel good about and with a lot of patience and self-respect. Yeah, so you feel good about the choices that you make. And you didn't feel that you compromised your integrity in any way. That's important. Okay, I'm going to clear some of this. This is a lot. Now, you applied those same values to the planning of your wedding, and so that's why it's understated elegance with a great eye for detail, beautiful, thoughtful little details, so your guests feel like they feel the thoughtfulness of all of the little things that you thought of to make them feel welcome and comfortable and included and special, okay? Because the party is not so much about you partying, but more about celebrating your friends and family on the day that you are including them in your strong intentions to begin a family, whether that includes children or not, to begin a family unit with your new spouse. So everything with you is very deep and meaningful. It's really not about just the aesthetics. It's about what the aesthetics represent to you. And that's why everything is very thoughtful and very meaningful and very sentimental, truly sentimental. Tell me about pile one's wedding day. Ooh, it's beautiful. I think you dance into the night. And although it rained earlier in the day, the sun comes out after you say your vows. And then at night, it's a clear night and the stars are out and it's cold, which is cute because it makes you cuddle closer to your future spouse while you are dancing under the stars. And if you are a if you are someone who is wearing perhaps a strapless dress or something like that, then perhaps you have to find another layer to put over you. Yeah, some of you may be in the mountains by the sea or in the hills near the ocean. There's not a beach, but I feel that you may be on the coast. Yes, confirmation. You're on the coast. And you do have all of your friends there, and also some people from work are there. I think that both of you are very professional, and at least one of you is probably well known in their professional field. It's a beautiful ring. For some of you, it could be an heirloom ring. Hmm. Some of you actually, yeah, there's something unusual about your ring. Some of you choose not to have a traditional ring. It's likely that you choose not to have a diamond ring, but whatever you choose with your ring, again, it has a deep meaning to you. Aw, that's so sweet. Someone may be a Pisces, someone may be year of the dog, someone may be an Aquarius, someone may be year of the dragon. Yes, beautiful flowers. Flowers are definitely, if there's one thing that you splurge on, it's probably flowers. I also feel that for some of you, you decide to get married in a place where you first vacationed together as a couple. Like it's a place that's like special to you two as a couple, and then later you will come back and get married in that place. Um, just a moment. Okay. A lot of these cards really echo what we've already seen. Um, Someone here is very well known. Someone here may actually be famous, or you just have a very you're just very well known. You have a lot of friends and connections. So you're gonna have a lot of people at your wedding. And but I don't think that you have people. You're not the kind of people who would just invite everybody that you know for no reason. Like everybody who's there are people who are really important to you and dear to your heart. However, there are probably lots of those people. Um, you two also you are very private. So that is repeated here. You're very private people. You will have some private moments to sort of steal away between just the two of you so that you will have some moments on this very special day that are for just the two of you. So you're not you're not sharing your whole wedding day with all of your friends and family, but most of it. But you have this special time, a little bit of time that's just for the two of you. That's very important to you. And I believe that right after you get married, you will go on a honeymoon. Some of you may go on a cruise. And some of you do have a destination wedding. So for some of you, you may actually have a destination wedding that is a bit far away. Um, you are you are financially comfortable despite the fact that you were concerned about the cost of the whole thing. The fact that you are so financially conscientious is probably why you are so financially abundant and financially stable, because you're not someone who spends um too much without really thinking about it or about without giving it thought. You will receive generous gifts on your wedding day, so you will get a lot of money or beautiful and expensive gifts probably on your wedding day. You also will look very beautiful. So a lot of these are confirmation of what we had already seen. You will look very beautiful on your wedding day. You will attract a lot of attention. Your wedding photos will turn out beautiful, perfect. You will have your favorite perfect flowers. Flowers are going to be a big part of your wedding. You're going to have so much happiness, joy, beautiful gifts, but also a big part of your wedding day, that very first energy that we picked up on, it's very serious to you. So you take this very seriously, and the number one most important thing about this day to you is that you are officially marrying your future spouse. And it will be a legal and official wedding for this pile. So this isn't a common law wedding. This isn't just a hand fasting where you don't actually so in some traditionally in a hand fasting you don't do a legal wedding, although nowadays I think people do a hand fasting and they also become legally married, but it's nothing like that. It's this is an old-fashioned normal marriage license legal wedding, okay, with the book and the ring, and you take it very seriously. And that is the most important thing to you about this day, is that no matter what happens, at the end of the day, you will be spouse and spouse officially married. And you feel very lucky to have each other. That's the most important thing. You two feel that you are fated, that you are soulmates. Your intention is to be absolutely loyal to each other. For many of you, you do plan to have a baby. That's not for everybody, because for some of you, your quote unquote baby may be a new business venture or a new project that you're working on, but you have plans to create things together. So you may have plans to create a family. Many of you will decide to have children and you're excited about that. But for some of you, you will create something else. Okay. This is absolutely beautiful. Pile one, I'm so excited for you. We're almost done here, but I still want to get a couple more cards. This is the Citadel Oracle deck. Let's get a card here. You're going to be so happy this day. I think that you start to feel really tired by the end of the day because it's a very long day. I see you get up with the sun, with your future spouse in the morning and have a beautiful, intimate moment with them first thing in the morning. And then, not necessarily like that, you guys, but just cozy, okay, a cozy moment. And then you're still up dancing by the time the stars come out. So it could be a very long day. Longer if it's July versus December, unless you're in Australia or something like that. But you're so happy, tired and happy by the end of the day. Can I have one card for pile one, please, about their future wedding? Well, that's not one. The runaway. Yes. Do you remember how I said, do you remember we got the freedom card from the spellcasting oracle deck and it showed the woman in the cage? And we talked about how you had previously experienced either love or perhaps even marriage itself as bondage, as a loss of self, as a caging in. And in this beautiful connection, you two feel like runaways together, like you are free. It's it's like you two have opened the cage together. And now the whole world lies before you. It's the opposite of being caged in. That's really beautiful. But also it says secrets. So yes, once again, you two are very private. It's like if people look for you, they won't find you. Or when people think that they've found you, it's not really, you're not really there. I don't know. You two can be kind of slippery, I think. Not with each other, but to other people. You only let people see what you want them to see. You're very private. You're very intentional, very deliberate. Interesting. Okay, our last deck, Divine Guidance. One of you may have been an actual. That's interesting. We have an Oracle of Time card that got in there. Summer. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. The masculine energy here is very, very disciplined. So whoever is the ma whoever whoever is the masculine here is very disciplined, and this is not a lustful person. This is not a lustful partner. This is someone you can trust. This is someone thoughtful and deliberate, someone you can trust around your family, someone you can trust around your nieces and nephews, someone you can be proud of, someone you can trust around your coworkers. This is not someone who will humiliate you in any way, and that actually goes masculine or feminine both ways. Yes, both of you are very reserved when appropriate. Actually, both of you are very appropriate. That's so funny. You two are so grown up, and you're probably older, and that's probably why. But if you are younger, then you're the sort of people who seem very mature for your age. You two are already in the process of cultivating your new life together. So somebody's likely started a new job. Perhaps both of you have started a new business together, and it's going to be miraculously successful. However, I also see this also does refer to, again, that you've sort of DIY'd most of your um, reception. And I think you have very talented friends who've helped with this. You may be a gardener, or you may have friends who are gardeners, and you may have arranged the beautiful flower arrangements yourself, or your friends may have. You may have friends who are musicians who play for you. And I believe that you have sparklers probably at the end of the night or something like that. You have a beautiful send-off at night under the stars. It's a very beautiful night. For some of you, you may leave in a motorcycle. Wouldn't be me. It could be somebody. So, some of you may decide to do that. Please be safe. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. See, yeah, if it was me, car, I'd rather drive, but both of you are very considerate people. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, you have excellent boundaries, and both of you feel you have like a soul kinship. Like you may feel that you have a past life connection, or you just felt immediately like kindred spirits. And you're the kind of people who just have really deeply felt relationships with people in your life. You're very authentic and heart-centered people, even though you're so, I don't want to say reserved, but I don't know, kind of reserved, I guess. Yeah, very grounded. Okay. It's an interesting mix of like water energy and earth energy is what I'm getting. Yeah, definitely getting like Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yeah, even Cancer. Yeah, definitely getting water and earth signs here. You could also have air signs though, because at the beginning we were picking up on Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I'm getting the least of is fire signs here. Okay. Yeah. Humility. Definitely strong Pisces vibes, strong Virgo vibes. All right, guys, that's what I have for you for pile one for your wedding day. Please invite me. I can't wait to go. I'm so excited for you guys and wish you the best. Okay. Some of you may drive away in one of these fun vintage cars. I love it. Way better than a motorcycle, okay? Just a thought. Just throwing that out there. My suggestion. And I don't edit my readings, so I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile 2. Okay, grab some tea. Mhm. Clearing the energy again. But you guys can always skip ahead if you want to. Mhm. Welcome pile 2 to your reading. If you chose Snapdragon and the beautiful Labradorite crystal, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. I just get absolutely mesmerized by Labradorite. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's see. Now we are going to start with my absolutely new tarot deck, Tarot of the Woodland Wardens by one of my favorite artists who did one of my favorite oracle decks. We'll come back to this one. But while I shuffle these cards, I'd like to say, first of all, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you do like my style, I would invite you to subscribe because we're going to have a lot of fun here on this channel, looking into the future spouse readings mostly and some other readings. I also take suggestions. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. Please remember this is a general reading. Not every single message will resonate for you specifically. It's a really fun way to hone your intuition and to be able to get a kick out of what messages do come through that may really resonate for you. These readings are never intended to replace any professional advice. I always advise you to make relationship decisions based on honest in-person communication whenever possible. Remember that these readings are intended to be fun and help to connect you with your own intuition, and you are in charge of choosing how you want to create your own life. Now, that said, we're picking up on the energy of your future wedding day. Pile 2. You are so excited. Yes, that's exactly the energy I was getting. You are very excited. I'm getting spring vibes already. You have so much love for this person. You feel very possessive about your person, and you can't wait to say, this is my husband. This is my wife. This is my spouse. Like you're very excited about that part. You're very, very, very excited that this is finally happening. You feel like you've waited forever for this moment. You may have had a long engagement. You are so in love. And you are also so, so very much into all of the pageantry of the wedding process itself, especially the clothing and the beauty and the aesthetics of it. but it's based on this almost overwhelming, overflowing feeling, this swelling feeling of just absolute love, devotion, and adoration that you do have for your future spouse. Yes. You put a lot of work into this wedding day, and I feel that you put a lot of work into everything that you do. You probably write your own vows. You're very intelligent and you're a good planner. In general, you're very practical, and people may be surprised to see the romantic side of you, but this marriage, this wedding, this engagement has you feeling so romantic, even girly. And you may be man, woman, whatever, but it just has you feeling totally Twitter-pated. You're so excited. You're so excited to show off your beautiful connection and your new person to far-flung family members or long-lost friends who may be coming in for the wedding who you haven't seen in quite a while. Mm. You may be working very hard on writing the vows, though. Okay. All right. Yes, you do have family members who are coming in from out of town. This is going to be the wedding of your dreams. And again, you're putting a lot of work into this wedding. It's because you want everything perfect. You want everything exactly the way that you want it. Please be careful not to become a bridezilla or a groomzilla, okay? Because I can see that. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you will. There's a danger of it here, though, because you know exactly what you want and you are orchestrating every single detail. You want every detail to be perfect. You are extremely involved. You're extremely engaged. You may have a wedding planner or you may be doing it yourself. I don't know. You may be doing it with family members, but you are very, very involved in every detail of your wedding and you want every detail to be perfect. And for the most part, it is. I do think that there's something that's going to go wrong. There's going to be some sort of upset. Let's see what that is. What's the tower? That's too many. Okay. Mm. Okay, so part of what causes something to go wrong it may be that you are taking on too much. So if I can caution you now ahead of time to avoid such a thing, don't do everything yourself and let some details go. Okay, so that you can just enjoy your day. I know you're so excited about it, but you do want to be able to just enjoy your day. Yes, let your friends help you. Some of you may get married in June. Guaranteed success, yes. Okay, so the message is to let your friends help you. However, also, the upset could come from letting certain friends help with certain things. So I know this runs sort of converse. That was my chair. This runs a little bit converse to what I just said, but when you're letting your friends help you, make sure that the friends who help you with certain things actually know how to do those things and can actually handle them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Hmm. Some things are best left to professionals. And you want your friends to be able to enjoy the day also. Yeah, you're putting a lot of work into this wedding, and it is going to be absolutely beautiful. Yes, there's a message to while you do let your friends help you, you mostly probably need to leave it to professionals so that you can just enjoy your friends. And there will be gossip. So also be mindful of what you say to your friends because something will spread or things will spread. This is a family wish come true. Your whole family has been wishing for a relationship for you like this, and your family absolutely loves your future spouse. Everybody adores your future spouse. It's going to be a big change in your life, but it is welcomed by your family because they just welcome this future spouse with open arms. You do need to be mindful of your health too. Okay, so there's a message about that. You do probably need to get a wedding planner. That's really the message that's coming through here because you probably don't know how to plan a wedding and it's probably going to stress you out too much because you want everything to be perfect. Money will be coming to you. Success is assured with good plans and hard work, okay? So there's a lot of messages here assuring you that you are going to have a beautiful, successful um marriage. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's true. That's interesting because I said that. That's true. Also a wedding, okay? But you probably are very anxious about it. And they say things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Mm. Yeah, there may actually be something with your family. You may feel bad if you are spending so much time on your wedding that you may feel that you're neglecting certain family members. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big message. It says, it's important for you to relax. It's important for you to relax and enjoy your friends and family during your wedding day and also during your engagement leading up to your wedding. So it's important to not make yourself do all of this work. That's the strong recommendation that they're giving. This this marriage, this wedding is going to be a fresh start for you. A beautiful fresh start. Some of you may have a morning wedding. I'm getting that. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. We had the April card that was just out upside down. So we'll see if that card comes out again. But I was definitely picking up on spring vibes. So you may get married in the spring. Let's see what we get. And we got June here. Hmm. Some of you may get married at a historical site, and some of you may marry an old family friend or an old childhood friend. It's not for everyone, but for some of you, it's someone from your past. Oh, there we go. Okay, and so for some of you, it's July. So we do have June and July and maybe April. Okay, and I am getting Gemini energy strongly here. I also have Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, and Libra. Tell me about pile two's wedding day. Thank you. Some of you may get married at a full moon. See, we have two full moons there, actually three full moons. Your family is going to be a big part of this wedding. And this is, again, we said this was a family wish come true. It is. So this is not just a dream come true for you, but also for your family. Your family is very protective of your future spouse, and your future spouse is very protective of you, and you two are very protective of each other. You probably have a very close-knit family, and you carry that same energy to your relationship, and they mirror that to you. Like you two are the same that way. You two are very protective of each other. You also have a strong focus on your health and well-being, which is why I advise that you shouldn't do everything yourself. Someone may be ill, or someone may be dealing with an illness or recovering from an injury during your engagement. And so there must be a very important emphasis on focusing on your health and well-being. And so boundaries are very important. Some of you will be grieving something and letting something go. And for some of you, that is certain toxic family members, or in some case, friends. So it's important to have strong boundaries. But for many of you, you've had some really sad things happen in your past, and that's why your family is so very excited for this new beginning for you, for this beautiful love that you've found, and they're so excited. Okay, and that's it for that deck. Tell me about pile two's wedding day. Some of you may have a wedding that spans the whole day or multiple days, because you may get married in the morning and then have an evening reception with dancing under the moon. Some of you may have messages in pile one. Confirmation. My goodness, I have a strong tickle in my throat now. That's so weird. T. You may be a leader, or your future spouse may be a leader, or both of you may be. You're very happy together. I'm also getting, if in the past you've dealt with very childish people or immature people, this person is not like that. This person is self-motivated, self-directed. They have their life together. They are a whole grown-up. So that's nice. In this pile, some of you are younger, and so that's kind of a big deal that your future spouse is somebody who is mature and responsible for their age, for your age. I'm getting somebody could be 24, somebody could be 22. That's not for everybody. Yeah. Some of this may cause some upheaval in your friend group. So I don't know why there's some drama with some of your family or friends. So this may end some relationships. Like you may lose a friend over this, or you may have to cut somebody out of your family. Like if there's some family member who's being problematic about this, you may have to cut them out. Now, most of your family and friends love this person and are super happy for you. With graceful persistence, that's not a problem. And for some of you, it's not your family or friends. For some of you, it has something to do with your job or some other position that you have. And it may just be that because you have to like move or something like that. So you may need to leave your job. Wow, there's so much going on with my throat chakra now. That's wild. Some of you may need to move, um, or may have had to move to pursue this marriage. Someone may have had to give up a leadership position, but you both have navigated the changes and any disruptions gracefully and with graceful persistence. That's what it says. Graceful persistence, and you're very happy. But we did get the Tower card, so there is some sort of upheaval with this. But you're very confident in your decision. Mm. Some of you may get engaged in October or November, or that's when you decided to get married because of the pumpkins. That's what I'm getting. You're very confident in your decision. Some of you may be year of the pig. Okay, someone may be year of the pig. Hmm. Yeah. You're very inspired by this connection. And what I mean by that is it feels like a renewal of life and a return to your authentic self and an awakening of your dreams and a soul retrieval. That's why you are so excited about this connection. Now, this wedding that you're going to have, you are going to be extremely gracious hosts, and it's very important to you to take care of your guests and give them a very beautiful and comfortable, lavish experience. So, yes, so I'm seeing a large, lavish wedding with lots of dancing. I think your family is very lively. There's lots of dancing and lively music. Hmm. Now, for some of you, the upheaval may not actually have anything to do with your own family. I'm getting this right now. For some of you, the upheaval is actually something that's happening in the world or in your country or yeah, perhaps something that's affecting your extended family. Yes, and we have protection on the bottom. Mm. You may be concerned about some of your family who could be in harm's way or in danger. So there may be some other drama going on with your family around the time. And so it could have nothing to do with your wedding day specifically. That's for somebody. You two are also very protective of each other. We got that before, and you have a very close-knit family who's very protective of each other. Yeah, there's some kind of turbulence. Goodness. Maybe that's part of why you guys are so protective. You really stick together and you take care of each other. Some of you may come from a culture and or a country where there has been a lot of turbulence for your family. You are well well aware and well versed in these things, and you've always stuck together and you've always taken care of each other, and that's part of your strong family culture. This wedding and this marriage is an opportunity for you to recharge. Remember how I said you get to sort of regain your sense of self and old dreams coming back and soul retrieval? This confirmation, this relationship, this marriage allows you to be so much more yourself that you even feel more in control of your life. Yes, you two are strong leaders together. We also got that with pile one. Some of you have messages in pile one, although I'm getting very different energies. Pile one was very somber and not somber, but like very serious and more reserved and a very grown-up energy. And this is a very youthful, vibrant energy, much more vibrant, I don't know, much more lively and very excited and more playful, more music, more dancing, more partying, probably. But for some of you, you may resonate with elements of all of that. Tell me about pile two's wedding day. There will be some sort of surprise. Okay, there will be some sort of surprise that will cause turbulence. Okay. It is what it is. Yes, have courage. This is a beautiful new beginning. No matter what happens, at the end of the day, this is the day that will transform your life because it is the beginning of your beautiful new marriage with your beautiful love of your life, future spouse. So please be present in the moment and remember to rest and slow down and appreciate the day for what it is. You don't have to solve all of the problems. And remember why you're having this day, why you guys are all there together, and what's important about the day. That's the message. But I would like to know, what's the nature of this surprise? What is the surprise going to be? What's the turbulence? Victory in some endeavor. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah. You are victorious just for having found the love of your life and making it down the aisle. For some of you, in spite of obstacles. For some of you, there will be a beautiful windfall that could cause some jealousy. Some of you will get married in May, or you could have a May birthday. People will reap their karma. You are reaping your karma. That's why you are victorious. You have this beautiful opportunity. You're going to have some sort of beautiful windfall or something. A sincere wish will be granted. Money or property is coming to you through inheritance or winning or windfall. That's two windfalls, okay? So you do have windfall coming to you, and it could cause jealousy. So you may have some family drama or some sort of drama at your wedding in regards to some sort of windfall, and it could be to do with a woman. So there could be some drama from a woman in regards to jealousy about something lucky that you have. It is a temporary situation. That's what they're asking you to remember. Don't let somebody ruin your day. They really don't matter. This person is, indecisive, somebody who rambles aimlessly. Okay, they're just not that important. Seek out information that will help you. Actually, I feel that somebody may have sought out information about you. So this could be like a wedding crasher. Time to go out and have fun. Yes, ignore these people and just enjoy your wedding if you can. But they also say to be careful and don't take risks. I'm putting that away. I don't want that. Yes, you will have a very luxurious, beautiful wedding, plenty of material things, very abundant, very luxurious, beautiful wedding. Beautiful, beautiful. And you deserve this. Some of you are Year of the Dragon. It also says that you do need to be protective and you need to be fierce. We got dragon, we got lion, we have the closed door. This is a beautiful opportunity for you, but there's also a warning. Have security at your wedding. You don't have to have lots of security, but like have somebody who's watching the door. Be mindful of who's coming in and out. You're not in any danger. It's just, January. Some of you may get married in January or have a January birthday. There may be some sort of misunderstanding. And again, that's a confirmation on the message to please be mindful of who's coming in and out. Don't let just anyone into your wedding. Yes, that's another confirmation for me. We have the strong door, the wall, the tower. Yes. Have a guest list and have people checked at the door for who's actually on the list. Shield, same thing. That's just more of the same message. You need to defend yourself from sharks. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Somebody could literally be coming in to steal wedding gifts because you guys do have, I think you probably get married at a very, very beautiful place. Like, um, you have a very beautiful wedding. Some of you may get married in the mountains and good fortune. Yes. It's giving very wealthy vibes. So you may come into a significant windfall or a significant amount of money prior to your wedding. Hmm. Or some of you may just have, very fortunate or well-to-do family members who are paying for your wedding. I don't know what the deal is, but you're very, very fortunate and lucky when it comes to the financial aspect of your wedding. You have a very beautiful wedding. You have probably generous gifts, so definitely can attract jealousy. Okay, we're gonna clear some of this beautiful mess. You do have a very beautiful, lively wedding. I see chandeliers and beautiful clothes, people dressed to the nines. You probably have a formal or black tie wedding, I'm guessing. Actually, not all of you. Okay. It depends on your culture. Some of you have a formal or black tie wedding. Hmm. Some of you have a garden wedding in the morning. I see that. Don't take responsibility for everything that happens. Make sure that you have people in charge of watching the door, people in charge of wedding planning, and then just enjoy your beautiful time with your friends and with your family. That's a strong message that's coming through for you, pile two. Hmm. Tell me about pile two's wedding day. Yeah, there's once again a warning to watch out for sneaky people. Yeah, love that, you guys. So much love. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Can we get that to focus? That's also a message. Yeah, just focus on the love between the two of you. That's absolutely beautiful. Some of you may wear the ethnic or traditional clothing of your culture. Some of you may have a traditional wedding, a very traditional wedding of your culture. I'm getting that. Your future spouse is very successful and dependable, reliable. Just a really good egg. And very serious about you. Your connection feels divinely guided and heaven blessed. This person is your rock. You are absolutely gorgeous on your wedding day, absolutely handsome, stunning, beautiful. You feel really good about how you look, and all of your pictures look gorgeous. And the event center, wherever you are, is absolutely gorgeous. You do require protection, and so I advise you to make sure that you have that set up, and you will be protected. You have a very protective family. They will have your back, but they need to know. So make sure that you plan that. And there will be some sort of news that may affect your wedding in some day, and this is related to the bride's side of the family, or if there's no bride, to, it's one side of the family is affected by some sort of news or something. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, there's just it's really important that everybody knows ahead of time what the plan is, and especially on what the plan is for security and protection. I don't know. I'm just getting that, you guys. So, I mean, I have people watching from all around the world, and, you know, we do live in unsettled times. So it's possible that you are getting married during a time that where there could be some turbulence going on around you, and that you've carved out this beautiful happiness with each other, and you have this beautiful, abundant experience, but that you just need to be careful and that you need to be protective. That's just a strong message that's coming through. And with planning and informing everyone of the situation, you will be successful in that. You may have a very religious ceremony. Some of you have traditional religious cultural traditions, and you'll have a traditional religious ceremony. But even if you don't, you feel like you have a very spiritual connection. And you feel like you two were meant to be together. And when you two are together, it feels like home, and you two will be very faithful to each other. I wanted to read one more thing. Mm. Yeah, some of you feel like you've met your prince. Some of you feel like, yeah, this is definitely a dream come true. Your partner, your future spouse, is someone who's been very successful. He's already been victorious in his life, and this is just an amazing wish fulfillment for you to meet this person, and they feel that way about you too. Mm, I love that. My goodness. Okay. Actually, some of you may be extremely wealthy. This is not for everyone. Some people watching pile two may be extremely wealthy, and you may actually need literal security, like literal security posted. I see that. That's interesting. That's not my life experience. Oh, you're going to have the best experience with your wedding day when you let go of a lot of the details. Um, convey those details to someone else who can take care of them for you, and then trust that it's happening. Allow the magic to unfold and allow yourself to enjoy your family and connections instead of worrying too much about the details. So, the success of your day comes from releasing the details to other people you can trust. You are somebody who can become overwhelmed. So, yeah, so don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed. Protect yourself, protect your peace of mind, and focus on the music. So, music is very important to you and probably very important to your connection. You may want to have a DJ so that you can pick out your exact playlist. Or for some of you who are DIYing your wedding, you may not have a DJ and you may be your own DJ and you may just create your own playlist. But I think many of you will have a DJ and you will carefully curate your playlist that you want to have played during your wedding because music is very important to you. It's really important for you to get enough rest. Confirmation. Some of you are ill or may become ill during your engagement. Now, don't take that if it doesn't resonate, okay? But someone who's watching this has a chronic illness, and you really do need to be careful with your health, and you need to be considerate of your health and your limitations. That's a big part of why you need to allow other people to take care of planning the day. And you just get your beauty rest because you're going to look so beautiful on your wedding day. It's a really strong message for pile 2 to get enough rest and take care of yourself and take care of your mental health. Protect yourself. Protect your mental health. Protect your peace. Anything else for pile 2? Tell me about their wedding day. Wow, that was half the deck that fell on the floor. I don't love that, but let's see what we got. Okay, strong advice to either get a wedding planner or allow some other relative to take care of the party planning. Okay, let somebody else be the wedding planner. You may be very young. You two may be very young. Someone could even be 18. You may be practically a child yourself. That's not for everybody. Some of you have children already. You will have children at your wedding. It's a big family wedding, and definitely there are children there. It's a whole family affair. Some of you will get married in a vacation spot, like at a resort, and then you will spend your honeymoon there. Yes, confirmation. Okay, I'm not going to take all of those. That's too many cards, and the rest weren't resonating. Yeah, there's a very youthful vibe with this pile. So either you are very young or you're very young at heart. And definitely your whole family will be here, children of all ages. Yes, there's a strong, we have release, guide, follow. There's a strong message to let go of the details and the planning, let somebody else take care of that, and just spend time enjoying your future spouse and then your spouse. Allow yourself to just enjoy this experience. Yes, share the burdens. That's what it's saying. It just keeps giving us the same message. Share the burdens with somebody else. And once again, we had this for pile 1, and on the bottom of the deck we have the sparklers. So you may get the sparkler send off at the end of the night, if that resonates. Also, some of you may get married in July or January. Okay. And pile 2, we're going to get one last card for you from the Citadel Oracle. One pile for pile 2. One pile. Please not a pile. One card. One card for pile 2. Pile 2's future wedding day. Tell me about pile 2's future wedding day. Okay, well, that is the whole pile. All right. You have very ambitious goals for your wedding because this is something that you've wanted for a really long time and probably something that your whole family's wanted for a long time. Your family may have been through a lot of hardship, And you have a really strong family, a very tight-knit family, and you've been very successful. Your family has been very successful because of how you stick together and work together. But you have all wished for this day, for this moment, and I feel like you need this. You feel like you need this. Like we needed this party. We needed this day. We needed this celebration. Some of you may resonate as being twin flames, or mirrored souls, but this is your soulmate. You feel that this is your soulmate. This is a very spiritual, divine connection. You feel like divine counterparts. Yeah, you feel like this is the spouse that God has prepared for you. Some of you are very religious. We have the guide again twice. Yes, some of you are, some people watching this pile are heirs and you are wealthy and you do have a significant inheritance. Some of you have some other sort of windfall of some kind. You are being called to use your powers of alchemy because there will be contrasting energies at play. There are contrasting energies at play. So you do need to be strategic. You do have the ability to alchemize and transmute contrasting energies. So being aware of that allows you to sort of head it off. Some of you, this is definitely a destination wedding. I was getting that. And for those of you that it's not a destination wedding, you have family coming from far away. This may be a long engagement. You may have planned this wedding for a long time, or if not, your family has hoped and prayed for this happiness for a long time. Someone may be a dancer. I see that somebody may be a dancer. However, also, you two will have a beautiful first dance together. You two may love dancing together. You have a really beautiful first dance. I think you really kill it. Like you really knock it out of the park with your first dance. It's not one of those sort of awkward tripping over each other's feet. No, you guys have it choreographed and you've got it down pat. So your future spouse loves dancing as much as you do. Even if you guys have never, I think one of you's probably already experienced as a dancer, maybe not. But even if neither of you have, or one of you hasn't, like you're all in for learning it. And you do, that's so cute. Yes, musician. So yeah, music is really important to you. There was an advice to really focus on the music because that's such an important part of your connection. So you may have a live band, you may have people who you know who play music for you at your wedding, or you may carefully curate a playlist, or maybe a little bit of both. Poet. Some of you may write beautiful vows, so you may write your own vows and they would be really, really beautiful and heartfelt. Now, this is a little bit of a tough card, but it's a beautiful card. The Vengeance card in this deck is about forgiving and letting go of the past so that you can enjoy the beautiful future. So instead of holding on to the pain and bitterness of people who wronged you in the past, we let it go not because it was okay or not because it didn't matter, but so that our hands are free to hold good things and our hearts are free to focus on loving the wonderful things that we can love, okay? So this connection and this wedding is the result of the choice to open your heart and open your hands to love and new beginnings and the beauty of such a divine connection. Yeah, the kind of connection where there's so much goodness, happiness, love, and abundance in your life. This is a very, very abundant and prosperous family and connection. And there's no room in your experience for negativity, but that doesn't mean that you can ignore it and it won't be a problem. The reason that you are so prosperous, successful, and abundant is because you come from a family that has passed on the value of being strategic and protective and working together as a team. Okay, so those are the values that are going to serve you well. And pile two, that is what I have for you about your wedding day. I'm so happy for you guys. And whenever you get to this point in time, it's going to be amazing. So best wishes to you. And thank you for being here with me. And if you enjoyed this reading, I would appreciate if you would like the video. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I'd be super happy to have you and your beautiful energy back here with us again. We'll do more future spouse readings like this. Okay, thank you. And I don't edit my readings, so I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile three. Hmm. Okay. We're just going to cleanse that energy a little bit. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here with me and co-creating this reading with me today. Your energy is beautiful. I love it. Ah. Pile three, welcome to your reading. If you chose Daffodil, Rebirth and New Beginnings, and the beautiful Pyrite crystal, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what we can find out about your future wedding day with your future spouse. Very, very exciting. I am going to be using my brand new tarot deck that I had on pre-order. So excited. I think I've had this on pre-order for like a year. It is Tarot of the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. And I have been in love with her Oracle deck, Woodland Wardens, for I think a couple years now. This is a staple on my channel. So very, very excited to now have the matching Oracle and Tarot card sets. Okay, now as I work with this energy a little bit, I do want to remind you guys, this is a general reading. Okay, it's not a one-to-one reading. So you're going to be very conscious about what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Don't force the message to fit. Okay? This should be fun in the sense of if I'm tapping into your energy, you should be like, whoa, that's so cool. And you just kind of get a kick out of it, right? But you're not going to take this as a sign to change your life in any way unless it confirms something that you already knew within yourself, okay? You are in charge of consciously creating your life. These YouTube readings are absolutely never intended to replace any kind of professional advice of any kind. And I do encourage you to make relationship decisions based on honest, in-person communication whenever possible. And like, subscribe, and comment. That helps me pick up on your energy. It's a way for you to interact with my energy. Awesome. Okay. Guys, I'm so excited. Actually, I feel such a sense of excitement. You guys are so excited for your wedding day. There's a strong There's a strong feeling of like pre-stage nerves. Have you ever performed on stage? I have. It's absolutely terrifying for me. Absolutely terrifying. Some of you may be, some of you may have a bit of stage fright, or you may be very nervous about attention. Some of you may not like to be in the spotlight. Yeah, it's not your favorite. Someone may be a Pisces, someone may be very shy, but you're so excited. You're so excited, but you've got those a little bit of jitteries, a little bit of nerves. Someone may be a Scorpio. Someone, well, let's see what we get. Thank you. Yes, that's what I thought. Somebody may actually be pregnant. Yes. Some of you may actually be pregnant on your wedding day. And some of you may have decided to get married because you were pregnant. I mean, it's not like it wouldn't have happened, but it kind of moves up the timing or moves up the date a little bit. But that's not for everyone. There's something about the planning of this wedding. For some of you, your mother may plan this wedding for you. Mm. Okay, so some of you have children, and your children are going to be a really big part of this wedding. So this is interesting. Uh, I feel that either you are a mother and your children literally help plan your wedding, or their considerations and their preferences are a big part of planning this wedding, or your own mother is planning this wedding for you. Either way, this is definitely a family affair. You are very likely to be pregnant at the time of planning this wedding, or yeah, confirmation. I got that tickle in my throat again. Or you are planning to become pregnant ASAP. Yes, that's so funny. 100%. Yes, family is extremely important to you. Either you two have several children, like that's a child, that's a child, that's a child, that's a child. There could be 4 children or more already existing, potentially for someone. Confirmation, goodness. Okay, so children are a big part of this. Either you already have them or you definitely want them, and you could have a child on the way. Okay. Definitely will have children at your wedding. Oh my goodness. I just saw that the card says rebirth and new beginnings. Okay. Yeah, definitely some of you are either pregnant or planning to be pregnant. Yes, planning to be or pregnant. That's so funny. It's not funny. So it's just really interesting, how the readings go. Hmm. Okay, well, so this is sort of the sentiment and the theme and the impetus and the values, but can you tell me more about the actual day? It's going to be a really fun wedding, definitely. It could be summertime. Definitely a strong party vibe, even though it's a family vibe too. Lots of dancing and merriment. Yeah, definitely lots of partying. Some of you, though, for some of you, this is a shotgun wedding. You got pregnant and then you decided to have a party and just do it and just get married. For some of you, there may be, what is this? Keep on, no, I don't know. Tell me about this. You have some sort of benefactor. Yeah, somebody's helping out financially. December. Some of you may get married in December or you may get engaged in December. Some of you, your birthday or your spouse's birthday is in December. Mm. For some of you, this is a second marriage, or you may have had either, yeah, you had either an unsuccessful marriage or an unsuccessful engagement prior to this. Some of you actually may have had issues with your future spouse during your engagement, but that's not for everybody. Okay, if you are experiencing some sort of financial setback or some sort of concern or worry about finances, it says you will experience an increase in material wealth. Okay. Yes. I think for some of you, your family will help you. For some of you, your father, grandfather, or uncle may help out with paying for the wedding. For some, an older brother. However, for some of you, your future spouse will help you out financially. So it kind of depends. Okay, so for some of you, so a woman in your family, yeah, for some of you, your mother will help out with the wedding financially. Somebody may have a May birthday, or you may get married in May, and some of you have a windfall coming through. You have some sort of lucky break coming through financially. So there's definitely some sort of concern about the cost of the wedding, and then there is a resolution. There's a solution, and you really don't have to worry about the finances, okay? You will, but you don't have to. Mhm. Tell me about pile three's wedding day. There's a message to remember that you can consciously create the experience that you want, that you are a powerful manifester. It's important for you to not, okay, if you have people in your circles or in your family who are arrogant or boastful, don't work them into the plans. Don't count on them. Don't ask them for help. You are coming into a period of prosperity and abundance. Family wishes coming true. Yeah, it's a wish come true. Some of you are marrying somebody who is a lot wealthier than you. That's not true for all of you. I have some different scenarios coming through for pile three. So for some of you, you are marrying somebody who has a lot more money than you, and okay, some of you are like a single mom and you were worried about money. That's not everyone. For some of you, you have a family member who's going to come in and offer to pay for the wedding. And for some of you, you have a windfall or some big lucky break with your business coming through. Some of you will get a really cool new job or a big raise. So for all of you, there's some sort of financial concern, and then it's no longer a concern because there's a solution. What that concern and solution will look like, I'm getting different scenarios for different viewers. Mm. For some of you, there could be drama from an ex. Okay, I want to clear that energy actually. We don't need that. Pay attention to your health. I'm going to clear that. You are highly thought of. March. Somebody could get married in March, or you may have a March birthday, or they do. Disappointment in a friend or lover. I feel that's from the past. You do have some past energy that is still coming through. So my personal suggestion is to clear that energy that's still coming through. You don't need that energy coming through. You have dog and dogs twice. So first of all, somebody could be born year of the dog. However, you are getting protection from somebody. This one says from a powerful friend. I think that for most of you, it's a masculine person. For some of you, it's a mother figure. For some of you, it is your future spouse. For some of you, it's a father or an uncle or an older brother, but you are getting help and or protection from a powerful person who loves you. Some of you may have more than one person like that. A sincere wish will be granted. Yes, and we had this was a family wish come true. Mm-hmm. Rainbow, for some of you, it's an LGBTQ connection. But the more important um, message of this card is that the most difficult part of a situation is over. For some of you, you've really been going through it. You may have really been having a tough time of it. And so this marriage really is a dream come true for you. It's really like the rainbow at the end of the storm. You'll get married somewhere kind of nearby, but like not, I don't know. It's like maybe an hour away or something, maybe a couple hours away. It's a short car ride. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have dealings with a man, dealings with a woman, sorrow over a loss, secret admirer. Okay. I'm getting actually that there's somebody who's going to be sad. It's probably some ex. You have some ex energy that's like really coming through. Somebody's going to be sad that you're getting married, but I don't know. That's too bad for them. Some of you are getting married to to someone who was a secret admirer. Your this pile three, is the most confusing to read because I have the most different scenarios coming through. Let me clear this a little bit and we'll try to drill down into some specifics. Ooh, I do feel I feel almost I'm in your energy. And I feel kind of overwhelmed or like almost like my head is spinning, not literally, just energetically. And so I really feel like you need to clear your head, ground, and release old energies. Pile three, you really, really need to release old energies and know that you are so loved and you have people who are helping you and who will help you. But you need to release. You've got some negative stuff that's still hanging around in your aura. Yeah, we've got transformation on the ground. When they fall on the floor, that's extra energy. This is a strong message for you. You need to let go, alchemize, and transform. You are evolving, and your life is going to open up into absolute love and abundance. This is going to be incredible, absolutely incredible and beautiful. So you can go ahead and align with that energy and leave the lower vibrational energies of the past behind. Ooh, yes. Wow. Big breath. Okay. Okay. I'm also getting a message that this is really important for you to do because of the children, whether you already have children or you're going to have children, or both. That was a message that came through. Ooh, yeah, let it go. Okay. Yeah, this is rebirth and new beginnings. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at how happy you are. Now, you may resonate with looking like this. You may have dark skin, beautiful, natural um, hair. I don't know what is that 4C? Is that what that's called? I don't know. So you may have naturally very coily, curly hair. You may be tall. I'm getting that. You may be tall. We have the butterfly again, so that's echoing the message of transformation. Now, some of you may have blonde hair, so take it as it resonates. You will feel so beautiful on your wedding day, and actually, you may have a massive glow up. You may resonate as having a massive glow up leading up to your wedding day, and people may actually be shocked at just how beautiful you are and look. And it's because you've been so burnt out that your natural beauty wasn't shining through as much before. But it sure is now. And you are coming into such a period of good luck and healing in your life. Animals are going to be a part of your wedding day. So we have a cat here, we have a dog here. Someone's cat or someone's dog may be a part of their wedding, may be included in your wedding. Actually, I think this is supposed to be a wolf, but she has a cat and then she has either a dog or a wolf, and that's an owl, and this is a dove. You may have doves at your wedding day. I think animals are important somehow. Some of you may get married at a animal rescue center or an aquarium. Hmm. Look at this. We have willpower, psychic abilities, and empowerment. You literally manifested this. From this moment or before, when you're watching this reading, you have sensed this timeline. You have refused to lower your energy to any lower vibrational timeline. You have empowered yourself and taken specific steps to align with this timeline, and you are calling in this beautiful transformative experience, and it's happening for you. Good luck, healing, beautiful, loving relationships, not only with your amazing future spouse, but also with supportive family and friends. An absolutely gorgeous glow up. This is everything that you wanted. This is a dream come true. And there's a strong message that you don't have to do everything yourself. You are part of a beautiful family and a beautiful community. So you give a lot of value. You give a lot of love, service, and value to others in your family and in your community. And in return, they give back to you. You are loved. You are protected. You are valuable. You are beautiful. That's what I'm getting, pile 3. And you need to hear that. Okay. Not that one. Okay. Let's do this one. Yes, this is a family wish come true. If you do have children, your children love your future spouse. If your future spouse has children, their children love you. Your parents love your future spouse. There's a lot of love in this family. A sincere wish is granted. Yes, family wish is coming true. A sincere wish is granted. This is exactly who you all dreamed of, wanted. Some of you may be a woman marrying a woman. That's not for everybody. Yes, there's a message for somebody watching this that you are already on the right path regarding being able to align with this timeline. If you're wondering that, yes, you are aligned with this timeline. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yes, for pile 3, that's absolutely true. You either have children and they are your world, they're the most important thing to you, or you want children, or both. This, I heard that you can rest in this relationship. This person is so healing for you, and like so good for your nervous system. Like you can absolutely rest and then your body can heal, rejuvenate, thrive. You can just thrive with this person. Now, this person is wealthy, or you come into wealth together. Somehow, around the time that you are engaged or get married to this person, you are coming into wealth. So I did get several different scenarios. Some of you, your future spouse is wealthy. For some of you, you yourself are coming into a windfall. And for some of you, you two have some sort of venture that you're doing together that will be very successful. Or there could be an inheritance or some other scenario. There will be some disappointment. These are disappointments of the past. So again, please don't dwell on them if possible. Just try to let them go. There could be some disappointment related to dealings with a relationship with a younger woman. This could be a younger sister. This could be your daughter. This could be an ex. Some of you may get married in February, or your birthday may be in February. Once again, we have good fortune. So we have good fortune and wealth again, and we also got, more success and wealth cards and stuff previous. Fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah, we got that. There's some serious concerns. And then you have people from your family who come in and help out. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. It could be this younger woman. Hmm. I just would try not to worry about it too much. Remember that you are a powerful manifester and a conscious creator. You are consciously creating your life. Okay, that message already came through. Let's see what we get here. I would like to get more details about the actual wedding day. I think you are very relationship-oriented people. You're very connection-oriented people. And so when I'm tapping into your energy, a lot of what I'm getting is what's going on with the people and the feelings of the people in your family. However, I want to get, and that's beautiful, I'd like to get more about the actual wedding day. So it could be outside in a field, or there may be wildflowers, or flowers could be really important. You have really beautiful flowers at your wedding, but they're likely to be more natural or more sort of country, sort of rustic, or more natural. Maybe there's a woodland vibe. So it's not so much. You don't have a preppy wedding. I'm not getting that. I'm getting something that's more rustic or woodsy or something like that. Yeah, some of you may get married in a garden. So it's either a garden or a beautiful field with wildflowers, or it could be near a forest, but you do have roses. There are roses. It is a smaller wedding. You have a smaller wedding. Yeah, definitely flowers. Definitely someone's getting married in a garden. Definitely flowers are very important to you. Mm-hmm. You probably you probably either do a lot of this wedding yourself, or your friends and family help plan this wedding and put it together with you. Some of you may have a beautiful backyard wedding, but if you do, it's in a very beautiful backyard. That's not for everybody. I also see somebody getting married on a hill where there's grasses and wildflowers, and I see an old church with a steeple. So some of you may get married at a historical site that's like an old chapel on a hill. And some of you get married in a garden, and some of you get married in a beautiful garden in someone's backyard. And some of you get married by the edge of a forest. or perhaps like a national park. Hmm. Yeah, it's a simple wedding. It's a small, simple wedding. And for some of you, it's a destination wedding. And for some of you, you fly out the same day or the next day to go on your honeymoon. It's not for everybody. But for some of you were planning a different wedding, and then somebody in your family gets sick, and you have to scrap your wedding plans. And that's why there's the concern about finances. And that's why somebody sort of swoops in to save the day and help out financially because you have to scrap your original wedding plans so that you can all fly out to where, maybe grandma is or grandpa or whoever it is. Somebody can't travel. And so at the last minute, everybody travels to that person, and you have sort of an impromptu, smaller, simpler wedding that's either in a very beautiful backyard or in the wildflower field or wherever. This is not for everybody, but that's actually a scenario that came through very strongly for somebody. So that could be what the concern is. Actually, it could be a younger woman who is the one who gets sick. I don't know what the deal is. That's not for everybody. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Don't take it. The thing is, which I cannot stress enough, is that no matter the circumstances of your wedding, it's so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. And it's beautiful because you have excellent taste and you are an incredible manifester. You're glowing with beauty, and the beauty derives from your heart full of love and authenticity and how much you've healed and recharged. So your whole aura and body are glowing and thriving. You also may be glowing because you may be pregnant. That's not for everybody, but you may have that beautiful pregnant glow. Yes. So there will be some reason that you need to persevere and stay the course. There may be some sort of obstacle or change of plans, but you have people in your family who are going to help out, and everything's going to go fine. They say, breathe. Everything's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. You don't have to worry about it. Dance. Yes. Dance is very important. You have the most beautiful dance with your future spouse, and it will be in the evening. Some of you may get married by the sea. If you get married on the hill with the little chapel, it may be on the hill overlooking the sea. That's for somebody. Some of you, hmm, this is so specific, but some of you may get married in Belvedere or Tiburon. I believe there's a little chapel like that. Yes. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. You really are in a really good place. Your energy is very strong. Your willpower is very strong, and everything's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a very romantic evening. Let me get some more. Yes, I do think that you have a wedding later in the day. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck, we have travel. Yeah, I think you guys will travel. And it might be unexpected for some of you. It might be a change of plans. Let's do this one. Ooh, actually, wait, I want to do the month cards first. Yeah, okay. For some of you, your wedding had to be delayed for some reason, and that's what the worry is about. Okay, this is the second time May has come through, so some of you may get married in May. And again, we have the wildflowers. So yeah, some of you definitely will get married in a wildflower field. Some of you may get a proposal at Christmas. This is a timeless reading, so I don't know what year that would be, or at the full moon. Some of you may get married at the full moon, or some of you may get married at Christmas. Or at a solstice. Some of you may get married on your birthday. Also, you may have a May birthday or a December birthday. Take it as it resonates. There's definitely something about timing. Your wedding may be delayed by some hours. It's possible that you were supposed to get married in the morning or the afternoon and something happens and your wedding is terribly delayed and you wind up having it much later in the day. And that's why I see you dancing, under the moonlight because it's so delayed. But please know if that is your story, it happens in the timing that it's meant to happen in, and it's just so absolutely beautiful and romantic. It's exactly as it's meant to be. So breathe, breathe, and enjoy the day. It's going to be just beautiful. It's going to be perfect. January, yes. Okay, so some of you may get married in around Christmas time or New Year's or in January. Somebody may have a January birthday. For some of you, this is a connection from the past. That's not for everybody, though. But for some of you, this was something, yeah. For some of you, this was something that was delayed previously, and that's what that is. For years, goodness. Okay, for some of you, this may have been delayed for years. Wow, that's not for everybody. So only take that message if it resonates, but for some of you, this was delayed for years. Some of you just waited years for this. Some of you have been waiting for this for a really long time. And we have February. So some of you may get married in February. So yeah, we have December, January, February. We also have May, but it's likely that you may get married in the winter or somebody has a January, February, or December birthday. Okay, we have birthday here. We had May come through twice though. It's possible. Yeah. There's something about timing here. So it's possible that you may have had some specific date when you were going to get married, and then you have to get married at a different time. Yeah. So it actually, your wedding may have been planned for an earlier date and then may have been delayed a really long time, even a year potentially or more. That's not for everybody. Or in some cases, I think that you had a bigger wedding planned, and then for some reason you have to get married sooner, either because of a pregnancy or because of someone's illness. And yeah, that's just for somebody. So I had some different scenarios coming through in this particular pile. We're not quite done yet. We have a little bit more to pull. I'm going to clear some energy. Mm. Hmm. Tell me about pile three's wedding day. Oh, there's going to be so much joy. Yeah, there's some sort of turbulence or something going on. There could be an actual storm, but it's just so joyful. There's so much joy. This is an absolute dream come true. And you guys are coming into such a lucky and prosperous and joyful and truly happy time in your life. You do have people who love you and are watching out for you, people who have your back. So let them, okay? If you have people who are helping you, guiding you, giving you good advice, helping you out, willing to help out, let them do that. You really do have very idealistic plans, dreams, and goals for your wedding day. And some of them may need to be adjusted a bit, but as you surrender the details and hold the vision as more of a broader concept, you will get the beautiful romantic wedding that you want. Some of the details may be different than what you had originally planned or anticipated, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Some of you may get married by the ocean. Look at this. We have water, water, water. So some of you will get married by the sea. Some of you will get married at the sunset and then dance into the night. And this may be delayed from your original timeline. Some of you, somebody may be a Leo. Again, you're being guided to rest. We got that before. Rest, release, trust, share the burdens and baggage with others. That's very important. Some of these messages came through in pile two. Some of you may have messages in pile two. Trust the process. Release the baggage. Look at this. Release the baggage. Rest in the joy of it all. Trust in the beauty of the light and aura of this connection. Trust in it. Follow the light. Follow your heart. Okay. Pile three's future wedding. Yeah, some of you will get married in a garden. If not a garden, you will be surrounded by flowers that are growing. So these are not cut flowers from a florist. There's flowers growing, from the ground. So it's either wildflowers in a field or it's flowers in a garden. This is what I'm seeing. Also, you will get married in, well, yeah. Some of you will get married in a public place, and some of you will get married in a backyard, a beautiful backyard. Some of you will get married in a chapel, and some of you will have a religious ceremony. Yes, there's a child. So either you're growing a child at the time of your wedding, or you have children. There probably are already children. For some people in this pile, one of you may be well known, or your family may be well known. Somebody's well known or famous. And this does attract evil eye and some people, some jealous or spiteful or bitter energies. Yeah, but you are so divinely guided, blessed, loved, and protected. It's important to pay attention to the information that you're getting and also to make sure that everybody who needs to be informed is informed. There may be some sort of information or miscommunication that does lead to delays. And if this happens, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. There is good news coming. And for those of you who, if there's somebody who is famous or one of you is well known or in the public eye, you will get good press and positive publicity about this wedding or marriage. It's so wild for me to say that. Again, that's very different from my own experience, but I have to tell you what I'm seeing. So somebody will get positive press, positive, I don't know, it'll be good for your image. That has nothing to do like with the actual quality of your marriage, which is also excellent. It's just something that some people have to think about as part of their life. And so, yes, that will be good. Um, yes, there are manipulative people who might betray you if you were to rely on them. So it is important, especially a young woman could betray you. So, it is important not to rely on people who you can't trust. So know who you can trust and who you can't trust, okay? These people are attracted to you because of your good fortune. Whether you're famous or not, you do have good fortune and you do attract attention. Mm, yeah, you especially have to protect the children, actually. Everybody's going to be fine, but that's just a message that I'm getting. So interesting. I did not expect to get a message like that at all. You need to know that you and your future spouse are totally pure, faithful, and trustworthy. So it's possible that someone may actually come in and try to sow lies or discontent. They may make allegations about you or your future spouse that are not true. So hopefully, I think you can just ignore them. I believe that. We have the anchor up here and the garden, which is good reputation. So you should be able to just ignore it. I believe that you two have a really solid relationship, but again, that's another reason to make sure that you do have a solid relationship. Yeah, you guys are very stable and secure in your relationship. Yes, your future spouse trusts you totally, which is really important because yeah, you definitely have some some people. I don't like that energy at all, but I have to tell you what I'm getting. You two take this relationship and this commitment. The fact that you guys are getting married, you take it very, very, very seriously, and you're very committed to each other, and you're very pure, and you guys can trust in that. Even though you may attract attention, yeah, for some of you, there may be literal press about this, and there are people who may be jealous. The most important thing is to trust each other, which you do, and to protect any children who are involved. Protect your privacy. That's what I'm getting. Because I'm not getting a strong sense of privacy with this pile. You guys have more, I don't know, you're more in the public eye than, for instance, the first pile. But I think this, if I could give you some advice and some suggestion, it would be to let go of the past, let go of stuff from the past, roll with the punches because there's going to be some sort of delay or some sort of mix up, some sort of change of plans. So just roll with it and don't trust untrustworthy people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I also am definitely getting, for some people watching pile three, definitely there's a feminine person who had less money and the masculine person had more money, and it is sort of like a Cinderella kind of a vibe. That's not for everybody, that's for somebody. And that does also um engender bitterness and jealousy from certain parties. But remember, you are a powerful manifestor. Let's clear that energy. Let's not focus on that. Let's not feed that. Let's focus on what we are creating, okay? Like that windfall coming in. I love that for you. And that beautiful, stable, faithful, committed connection that you have coming in. Now, tell me about pile three's beautiful wedding day. dancing under the stars, surrounded by flowers, and your family, and there's children. It's a family wedding. The wise one, traditions. Yeah, you have a traditional wedding. Yes, and some of you may have a religious wedding. So some of you may have a traditional religious wedding. Some of you may have actually, there's different religious traditions of people watching, but you may have a hand fasting, or you may have a traditional Christian wedding with a mass or a communion or something. Yeah, somebody is very prominent or important in their community. So definitely somebody is in the public eye. Somebody may be an artist or an entrepreneur. You both may be. There may be very specific social expectations on somebody here or on both of you. You have a very beautiful, there's a beautiful artistry to your wedding. Like there's something very artistic and creative. About the aesthetic of your wedding. There's something very unique and beautiful about it. Inheritance. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a windfall coming in for some of you. And we also have Wise One Acolyte, Guide, and Founder. So there's definitely vibes of somebody could be yeah, somebody could be an heir, somebody could be taking on the family business or something, somebody could already be in a leadership position. I don't know. There's a lot of different scenarios here. Somebody could have an elected position. Yeah, but there's definitely some kind of windfall or inheritance coming in. For some of you, it is from a business. Anything else for pile 3? Hmm. Yeah, for some of you, you actually could be getting a windfall from a risk that you take. This is probably not for most of you, but it could potentially be even like a lottery win. But for most of you, you took a risk on some sort of investment and it pays off. But also, you may take a risk on this person and like that pays off. Like you decide to trust love one more time and you get it right and this person is amazing. So, mhm. Yeah, there's still a message. I don't like this. I don't want to end on this note, but yeah, don't allow yourself to be tricked by other people, okay? Especially by people who are there may be tricky people who claim to have some sort of special information about your future spouse, okay? But you have to really ask yourself, can you trust these people? Like, where does their information come from? Do they have proof? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't like that. Alchemist. Balance, invention, destruction. Again, this is the message that you are a powerful manifester. You are somebody who has been absolutely transforming and changing your life. You came from some like really difficult circumstances or difficult experiences that you've had in your life. You have transmuted that, you've alchemized it, you've consciously created the kind of life that you want to experience, and you still are. So confirmation. You don't have to let any of these people hold you back or anything hold you back. You don't have to ignore it. You can be aware of it and just not give it any more attention than it requires and put your energy and your focus towards creating what you want to create, which is going to be beautiful. You're going to create a beautiful family. There's so much love here and beauty. And it's interesting too. It's like interesting and compelling and engaging. And I don't know, it's the opposite of boring. And it's real and it's evolving and it's growing and it's substantial and it's nourishing. So these are the things that you should focus on. This absolutely beautiful life that you guys are creating. Yes, you may have important connections in your community, but you are also creating your own community, your own foundation, the foundation of your future together. And it's beautiful. I'm so excited for you guys. All right, pile three. That was a wild ride, but that was your reading about your wedding day. I'm super excited for you guys and, good luck with everything. Thank you for co-creating this reading here with me today. If you were drawn to any of the other piles, I would invite you to go ahead and see if there's any messages in there for you. If you like my readings, I would love it if you subscribed and get your energy into here, and I will start picking up on your energy more in future readings. And love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, okay? Thank you, everybody. Bye.